Hello everyone! I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 17, Week 9, Day 6. So today, of course, we do still have the arena event. However, given that the rewards for arena are... Why did I accidentally click on it? No, why did I do this? No! Don't do it! But sure, yeah, we'll take that. Never mind. There we go. Okay, retire. We'll just leave it there for now. But anyways, we won't be doing arena today. Mostly because... of course, with the reworked PvP thingy, we do have those extra bonuses that appear every single day. And they actually appeared on one of the inner ring ones, the red location. So, yeah, I'm probably going to farm this for at least an hour tonight, maybe a little bit longer than that, we'll see. But, of course, we are allowed to use the Stellarex Takashaka, though even if you don't have this, you have access to double Tesla. So there's also that route. But, yeah, we're going to just be running through there. Get ourselves a ton of points, and ideally make... I don't think we're going to do all of leaderboard right now. We're definitely not going to make it all of leaderboard right now. We could if we went long enough, but we'll go for a decent chunk. But I do want to try by the end of it to take... but at this point, it should be second place. Because second and third are basically the same number for my bracket right now. So as long as we take one, we basically took the other, unless one of them is going to spike up like crazy soon. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be our game plan, just moving towards there. We're probably not going to do the entire thing tonight, definitely won't. But we'll make progress towards it. But before we do, let's go and mess around with everything else we still got to clean up. Like Underspire, that's going to take forever. Underspire week, not ideal still. We've had 3 pretty bad Underspires in a row. This one's definitely far better than the last 2 we've had, though definitely far from ideal. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello Bill! Hello Mark! Hello Koopsta! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Oh, so this might stream waste my... Let me click refresh real quick. Does my page look all weird? Because it's showing we're not streaming, but I can see on the stream thing that we have viewers right now. You guys can hear me, right? I can see a playback of my thing, so you should be able to. That's weird. Like, the video itself and the screen itself are correct. But for whatever reason, the back end of my YouTube thing is, like, showing I'm not streaming right now, even though we obviously very much are. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. It's probably just a slow computer doing slow computer things. But, okay, now I see it. There we go. Okay, just click and refresh fixed it. I also moved it to live chat so we don't miss anyone. Before I forget again. Anyways, where are we? Kill everything, go. Get that Val Raven in there. Yeah, obviously a pretty uneventful weekend as far as Gems of War is concerned. But it's a good time to just go for whatever goals we might want to go for, with this time around being, let's go for a PvP leaderboard. Might as well. It's basically a whole deed book, especially if we make second. It's quite literally a whole deed book, which is a very enticing reward for how little you technically have to do to get one. And I do want to cover the rest of that. Even if it's not on stream right now, I kind of want to do that like through the night before I go to bed. Let's get the last of the grind in there. So that when we go into tomorrow night, we won't have to do something crazy. Like by the end of tonight, I kind of want to hit like 70,000. Obviously, we're not doing all that right now on stream. Otherwise, we will be here for quite a while. And I do not intend to stream that long tonight. But I do kind of want to before I go to bed tonight to try to see if we can hit 70,000. Which might sound like a bit of a stretch, but given that we have a red location, we should be able to hit over 15,000 an hour. I haven't actually checked the actual rate. I know if we got exactly double, we'd be hitting over 18,000, but of course our battles will slow down on some battles. Not every single battle is just instantly going to drop like it would if it didn't have 50% extra stats. But that should still average out to about 15,000 an hour, which means if our goal is to get like 50,000 more, it's only, what, 3 hours? A little over 3 hours? Be like 3.5 guaranteed, pretty much. I said, hello, Isabel. Hello, Shisha Ninja. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Don't we set the clocks back by an hour tonight? That means we get an extra hour tomorrow. Also, I probably will be doing a midday stream tomorrow. We'll probably do it for Old School RuneScape. Because we haven't played that game since January. I've still been playing in the background. Actually, right now it's cutting down a tree. But because I need something more AFK. Unfortunately, my woodcutting's already maxed, and it's been maxed for like half a year now. But I've like ran out of AFK things to, like super ultra AFK things to train that we still need to do for max. So my default now is just trees. Because I want the little bird pet, which we will eventually get. Technically it's a beaver, but it has a transmog for bird. Maybe I'll finally do that game again tomorrow. We'll kind of do a bit of everything. A little bit of questing, a little bit of bossing, a little bit of skilling, a little bit of all the things. Wait, we lose an arrow? It goes from 2 to 3? Oh, wait. Oh, no, I didn't even think about that. Never mind. Wait. I forgot. We actually lose an hour, not gain an hour. Oh, no. That's not good. I forgot. It's the other way around. Oh, that's disappointing. Also, hello, Genki. Hope you've been feeling better. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Koopstar. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I completely forgot. We lose an hour. No. Oh, I was hoping for that extra hour. Yeah, we have one less hour, not one more hour. That's sad. Yeah, it'll be very confusing. It always is when the time shifts, because if everyone else doesn't also shift. Yes, everything we do tomorrow, as well as for the next, like, half a year, will be, like, an hour off. Also, thank you, Michael, for the support. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And Smosh ends up getting it. Also, hello, Smosh. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that always happens twice every year. There's not much I could really do about it. Like, our whole schedule getting hours shifted. Because of daylight saving time. I could have sworn America was going to get rid of it at one point. Whatever happened to that? Wasn't there legislation at one point where, like, hey, we're going to get rid of daylight saving time? Though, like anything in Congress, I'm pretty sure it got completely... it just got, you know, there's always one side that doesn't want to pass anything. At any given time. Yeah, I could have sworn that passed. They talk about it every season and then do nothing. Oh, that sounds like Congress in a nutshell. Okay, that makes sense. They just talk about it, campaign on it, and then do nothing about it. I see. So they can then campaign on it next season. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, wow, we actually got 4 at the same tower. That doesn't happen too often. For the red-purple one. It's a lot of enchant. Wait, do you self-enchant? Yeah, gain enchant when you take a purple. That's kind of scary. The worst part is I don't have a win condition right now. Oh, wait, I do have a way to bend around it. Remember this, tower-killing troop? I forgot it exists on my team. I think that's the first time this entire week I've casted it. I keep forgetting, this isn't a true damage team, it's actually a invasion team. I think that's legit the first time we have casted it all week. Alright, there we go. That didn't take that long. Luckily invasion pretty easy, as it pretty much always is. Though we are a little bit short. Who's slacking? I know we're still missing a person. So anyone not at 440 is slacking. Unless they had bad Valraven luck, in which case they would have a 141. Apparently no one did, because no one's at 141. But we'll get there. Might have to throw an extra tier tomorrow. We'll see by tomorrow night. Because we're still good, like, almost 2,000 points off. Actually, no, more than 2,000. It's like 2,027. Yeah, if we do one more, how many more points is that? We get 5 sigils. 5 is like 9 fights at least. 9 times 4 is math. 36. Yeah, that only contribute 36 more. Gosh. That's not a lot, though. We will have everyone's daily coming in. With that 6 each is 24. 24 times 30. That's still not enough, though. Yeah, I might need to buy an extra tier or 2. We're a little behind the curve at the moment. But we'll get there. Anyways, what we're doing. Let's go. We did that. Invasion. We already did that. I think one of our dailies was to go clear out dungeon. So actually, I didn't even look at it yet here on stream, but yeah, there it is. So let's go do our dungeon. Guild. That's not where it is. Games. Dungeon. We got perfect 3 yesterday. Can we do it again? Oh, come on. Top 3 2 days in a row? Oh, could you imagine? Sad, sad. Oh, we even hit weakness trap. Oh, that's so bad. But at least it's not any of the super, super annoying ones like silence or anything like that that we'd have to cleanse off. Yeah, honestly, every single time that daylight savings time ever occurs, it always throws off, like, my entire, like, time, conceptually. Like, it takes me at least a week to readjust any time, regardless if it's, like, an hour forward or backward. Oh no, my win condition. Whatever shall we do? We only have, like, 4 of them on our team. That's one other weird thing with this team. It's one of a few teams that actually get built with 4 win conditions. Or, you know, 4 troops that can win completely on their own. In a way that's actually meaningful. Because obviously, technically, Leprechaun can win on its own, but, you know, it's not made to do so. Whereas every single troop on this team can completely stand alone if it had to. It would not be ideal, but they could. Also, I was wondering, why are we taking so much damage? It's because we have 25% less stats. It's actually amazing how big of a difference 25% stats make. All those small pay-to-win stats all over the place. They really add up. As I'm about to restart here. Or sanity on this fight. You don't think of it, like, as much, like, whenever you get, like, you know, like, hey, +1 stat. But gosh, they add up very quickly. You get a lot of stats over time. Oh no, my team. We need that team. Luckily, his amount of gem spawn is not dependent on... Well, technically him creating wildcard is dependent on how many we have. But his actual gem spawn on his ability is not boost ratioed by anything. So it doesn't matter if we start losing some of our team, he will still have the full gem spawn. As well as his full damage. Also, Behemoth does enough damage here, doesn't he? Please get extra turn, we need it. We need it badly. There, we got this. 1 troop left. That's all we need. Just don't go crazy. Come on. No! We got so much... Yes! We got so much green there instead of blue, but there we go. What a weird fight. That fight should not be hard. We're gonna have to deal with, what was it? Stun and, Oh! That's why it's so much harder. Wait. I was like, wait, what other thing is causing this to be so much harder right now? We're not getting our gem spawns. Oh... That makes sense. Because I was wondering, it can't just be our stats, but the stun is making it so we don't get empowered every single turn. We actually have to get our mana, which is what was actually been killing us, not necessarily the lack of stats. It's more so the lack of 3 wild cards per turn. Because that team has no mana accumulator otherwise. It is the mana accumulator until we get things rolling. Oh, there we go. Every daily done. Well, except for the PvP one, but we're going to be doing a ton of PvP tonight. So that one's basically free. Alright, so, Underspire should be the only thing left then. Not counting Arena that we're basically ignoring. We are in section 4 or 5, you know, the 5th section here. We have found the door, and we're currently trying to find the path. There's only one path that it can be, though this path is likely about to double path, though it can't until 2 rooms further. So 2 rooms further will likely double into, you know, the double path. And then we go from there. Do I need this 100? I guess we'll determine that based on how far we have to go. Because I don't think we're going to need it, but I don't know, we might need the buffer. If nothing else, there's a lot of dead-end rooms I skipped on, so maybe I will take it just so tomorrow we can go, like, dead-end crazy. As there was a lot of early on dead-ends I actually skipped this time around that are pretty free for dead-end rooms. We even probably go back to the AoE team we were running earlier. Or whatever we were running earlier. I actually don't even remember the initial team we were running. I think I did mention in the video, though, so we can just copy-paste it. Whatever we're using on Monday and Tuesday. Or sorry, I should say Wednesday. Because I forgot. We actually don't bother doing them on Monday or Tuesday these days. Just because the earlier fights go so quick that I normally like to do them all at once. You know, not all at once, but if we do it on Monday or Tuesday, the second we start, it's already over. I like being in the mindset of Underspire for doing it. So hello, Jay. Hello, Chad. Hello, Rob. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So hello, Easy Breezy. Welcome. Explorer 12 is getting torn apart. Love the Stellarex. Oh yeah, Stellarex absolutely obliterates Explorer 12. It's not something I've personally been doing too much since Stellarex has released, but it is the strongest Explorer 12 option we've had in ever. I'm pretty sure ever. Yeah, honestly, that's something I should probably be doing. We haven't really grinded Explorer 12 in a very, very long time. And it's easier than ever in the current state of game. Okay, we can finally get our 4 Horde Mimics. We're like at least 4 times over drop rate for our 3rd one. We have gone what should be about 2 years now without getting a 3rd Horde Mimic. So I kind of want to do the 4 push at some point, just for the sake of having it. But more so for the trait stones. Obviously, we're not just doing it for 4 Horde Mimics. That's just a byproduct of us trying to get more trait stones. But it gives us something to aim for. Because it's hard to aim for, like, let's say, let's go get more, oh, why do I forget their names? I want to call them ribbons for some reason. Oh yeah, let's go get more medals. Like, just generally having a goal of getting more medals is, you know, it's not as interesting as, like, oh, let's go get a Horde Mimic or 2. Like, it's a lot easier to track, like, the big event of a Horde Mimic or 2. Compared to, oh, we have like 7 more Yasmin medals now.
Critical hit.
Oh, why is this battle going so horribly? We'll take that one over. You sniped a Death Mark, never mind, not too bad. It's turning around. This team is set up to be a Death Mark wipe team. Wait, did we just dodge? How did he not kill us with that? Let's see. Because I don't think we have dodge on you. Because the first one should have been to barrier. Alright, let me just kill this guy all the way. Like I say, that better be enough damage. That'd be really weird if it wasn't. Alright, I'll take a purple, I guess. We're getting him rolling again. We have like a pseudo skull spam in there. I still feel like I should replace out Rafamon for something, but honestly, I'm using him almost more so for his cleanse than his skull spam. Because we're deep enough where the enemy is gaining substantially more value than us from our skull spam. Unless we get lucky like that. If you could just die to Death Mark, that'd be the most ideal thing that could happen here.
Mana surge.
Come on, Death Mark.
Mana surge.
Come on, Death Mark. I don't want to take an extra turn because it refreshes his thing, but I'll still do it. Like, it refreshes his Death Mark, but it also refreshes his 1 turn delay of not dying to Death Mark.
Mana surge.
There's actually a lot of extra turns here that I'm just deliberately not taking. The worst part is this thing keeps doing HP gain, which is kind of getting in our way. There we go. What a weird fight. Also, hello, Miss Insane Witch. Hope all's been well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, did we get the path? Because this is the only path left, and it hasn't diverged yet, which I'm really surprised. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there it is. There's the boss room right there. It has to be. Unless I'm missing a path somewhere here. Oh, no, there is! Okay, hopefully this is the boss. Wait, there actually is another path. This can still be a dead end. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no. I didn't see that other path there. Oh no, this is not guaranteed to be it. It's likely, but not guaranteed.
Mana surge.
The cascade worked out pretty well. Also, we're up against the Goblin team. I remember when Goblins were meta. They still kind of are useful to a degree these days, though nowhere's near at their peak.
Mana surge.
Which is honestly a good thing.
Mana surge.
Goblin meta is just annoying. Because they have a lot of chip damage off of extra turn spamming. And it just takes their turn forever to do anything. That's a low-key Coldy. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we'll take that one over. Hopefully some of them die to Death Mark, though they have 1 turn of immunity. Wait, what? Oh, he probably didn't get re-Death Marked. That's fine. I was gonna say, he should have been immune to Death Mark, but he must have not gotten re-Death Marked. You're supposed to have 1 turn of immunity after getting Death Marked. Including if you're already Death Marked. But yeah, her ability only Death Marks 1 random enemy, not all enemies simultaneously. No, it actually was the merchant. Well, you know what that means? Yeah, we'll buy the extra torches. It actually was the merchant. No. Oh, that hurts. Well, let's go over here. Full scouting 2 floors in a row. What's new? In the area where we don't want to be scouting any of them if we could help it. That's so unfortunate. It happens though.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
There's one of our Death Mark kills right there. You're only on floor 5, 92 battles so far? Oh gosh. That's pretty unlucky. How many are we at? I want to say 80 something? Or 70 something? High 70, low 80. We are currently at, never mind, 97. We're at 92, we're at 97 floor 5. It's weird, we were getting a lot of 100 weeks back to back for a little while. But nowadays I feel like my average has been like a 220, 230. But we're getting a lot of like back to back like 80, 90 weeks. We haven't seen like a sub 100 in a while for Underspire. Worst part is we keep doing it on like the longest possible weeks as well. Some of the weeks where we've had the worst possible options lately. I'll say if we keep getting like horrible back to back kingdoms, if we get a truly horrific one, I think I'm just gonna skip it. I think we've only done that like once in the past. I can't remember what kingdom it was for. But there was one week that was so absurdly bad that didn't have any kind of like reset thing or anything. But there was one week where it was working perfectly fine, but we ended up skipping it just because the teams were that bad. And I can't remember what kingdom it was for, to be honest. But I believe there's only been one kingdom ever that we ended up skipping, and I don't even remember what it is. Technically, we've skipped it like 4 times now, but that was just because of bugs. Like any bugged week, we ended up skipping it. But there was one week where, and only one so far, where we skipped it because the team itself was just horrific because of the kingdom. I'm trying to think of what kingdom that could have been. Because it couldn't have been any of the last 2, which means it somehow had to be worse than even those. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Orc, because you still have Scroll Spam and Resummon route. And by Orc, I mean Groshnok. I can't remember. You got your first Sentinel today? Nice, they do exist. Yeah, we've been stuck at 2 for like 2 or 3 months now. Despite doing the same amount of Underspire every single week, or every single day. Well, it's technically every week, I guess. I was right the first time, because it's a weekly event. Yeah, the amount of Underspire has not changed yet. We're like 2 months now without a thing. I don't remember exactly when our last one was, but it has been a little while. Are we deep enough that double dead end? Yeah, that's double dead end. Let's go this way. It's not guaranteed, but likely we double dead end. Despite how deep it is, it might actually even be worth considering going towards. Because unlike some of the other paths that we have in some of the other sections, that one is only 1 room away. So even though we have to fight some annoying battles for it, it is a very short distance, guaranteed. There's a lot of the earlier fights we have to go like 3, 4, 5 fights to get there. Whereas that one's guaranteed to only be 1 fight away. Well, technically 2 if you count the actual room itself. It's kind of funny. Ever since we removed Keeper of Souls from this team, I feel like my main win condition has been just still skull them down. I'm trying to death mark them down, but you know, that's a lot. Like you can't depend on Death Mark. It just either happens or it doesn't. So it seems like it's doing a lot less. Also, it might be doing a little bit less because he has immune. He has super immune. One of only 8 troops in the game that are player-owned that has invulnerable.
Mana surge.
I said, hello, yeah! Welcome, welcome. Alright, this should be the boss right there. Next to the merchant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Should be right there. And then we can step foot in the final section. And then tomorrow we should be able to finish it out. Not should, definitely will be. I still feel like I need to revamp this team somehow. I'm not sure what needs to go, though. I guess we're going to price out weapon? I don't want to replace out hero class because elementals is helping us a lot at not dying.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
I guess we could technically replace out the Genosphinx. Maybe even for Keeper of Souls or something. I don't know, Genosphinx is in a very weird position. In that it is not horrible, but I feel like in a lot of fights it just doesn't have a really good use case. Alright, that reminds me, I still never covered the video on the new Mythic, did I? Honestly, at this point, I'm probably just going to cover it Sunday night. Around the time when we do the video thing. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It was already dead to burn. Well, likely to be very dead to burn. Oh, there it is. Though we already knew this was guaranteed to be it. So no surprise that that one is it. I am actually going to hit him just because he has Entangle and Skull. And even though we have Cleanse, I just don't want to deal with it. Oh no. There, he got us. I got almost no mana back, so I'm going to have to just full recast it. Oh good, he died to Death Mark. Though we once again pretty much missed completely on our mana there, though. We could actually lose this fight. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to revamp something somewhere. Something needs to be added. Something needs to go. I do think we're keeping our elementals though, just for tank. I kind of want to just get rid of every skull spammer, to be honest. I was considering putting Keeper of Souls back on, but I might just double drop it for other damage sources. The problem is the Kedar doesn't have that good of one. Like, our options are very, very limited. Also, I really need some extra turns going. Our whole premise of winning is based entirely on random extra turns. Come on. There we go. We could work with that a little. Need a little more Death Mark. Nice, nice. Huge, huge. Okay, we could definitely work with that. Just need a little more damage. Nice, nice. Oh, he got a skull though. Alright, let me kill out the other one, so we just have to deal with you. How didn't you not get Death Marked at all during all that? There we go. Alright, now we played a waiting game. Better hit him a few times.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Yeah, Bone Storm, like, we're past the point where skulls help us more than it helps the enemy. This is the big issue we have right now. So we just gotta get rid of everything that does skull to any degree. The weapon, the legends, the mythics. Just get rid of every single thing that has even any amount of skull. And just build around that.
Mana surge.
This would love if Death Mark just hit you already. Because 2 more casts that, we actually die.
Mana surge.
I'll keep him Death Marked a little longer. We got him re-Death Marked. Not sure if that's a good thing, though.
Mana surge.
No, he got shuffled.
Mana surge.
Right, 2 more hits, come on.
Mana surge.
There's 1. Where's the second one? There's 2. Oh, of course you're still alive. Where's 3?
Mana surge.
There we go. Alright, new plan. Let's go change our entire team again. For the final section. Okay, I'm starting from nothing. First things first. Let's just check base rarity. Which one of you just on paper has the most amount of damage per cast? Ooh. I actually did this for the PvP team too, if I'm not mistaken. We can spam him into a mana accumulator. And now I can use the Kedar weapon. Not the Bone Shield, but the, oh wait, never mind, that is the Kedar weapon. Wait, which one's the, other one then? Let me go check it. What are you again? You're a monster and divine. I guess I could use Resummon guy? You do anything bad? Oh, I haven't even upgraded it yet. Curse the first enemy, deal some damage. Yeah, why not? But I might use the new monster explodey weapon we got the other week. Never really got the chance to use it. Alternatives are Creeping Death, Deathbringer. I want a mana accumulator. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go resummon Cutter then. And just run as elementals. This does mean we technically have no mana accumulator, other than weapon. But you got this weapon. Carry us. Alright, and then we'll change our banner to like a brown red of some kind. Or red, yellow actually even. Oh, that's not banner. Banner. Yeah, +2 yellow, +1 red, I guess. But then again, I think we're more likely to summon something that uses yellow. Off of a, well, actually, I'm not sure. Are there more red monsters or more yellow monsters? They're honestly pretty even. As well as a bunch of yellow-red monsters. Yeah, let's go with yellow, I guess. Doesn't really matter which way. Oh gosh, the Gobles. He better not devour a whole team. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. I'm just gonna spam them with AoE. Do a bunch of damage to all enemies, boosted by cursed enemies, and he has his own curse. 25% chance to curse an enemy when his turn begins. This weapon that we're running also guarantee curses first slot per cast. It's not even that much extra damage, but we're mostly just doing this for barrier spam, and he also gives some barriers to our ally. Random ally each time. Unfortunately, that can hit on people who already have it, including our elementals. Alright, I'll take that. Grab the other one. I just want to put one Nefertani there just so we can still get RNG death marks. Because otherwise our whole team is dependent on just AoE spam.
Mana surge.
That's a lot of extra turns. I'll take it. Should've gotten it on the last guy, but oh well. I just realized we don't have any enchant or anything to feed him directly. So whenever we full block like that, we do full block. It's not one of those... Honestly, I think that's the main thing that makes this mode a lot more annoying a lot of times. We don't get any potion effects. Almost every mode that goes on for a while actually does get all those potion effects. So it feels weird having a mode like this where you don't get any at all. So I could have taken that for extra turn. Whoops. Oh, hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. What did I end up having for dinner? I ended up having... Oh gosh, what was it? Oh yeah, I ended up just having some filet of fishes things. As well as something I actually found recently. And I've been having them instead of fries. They're breaded green beans. So, you know, they're already like fry shaped and everything. So it's basically green beans, but breaded. And I've been eating them like fries. So instead of having like fries with a burger or fries with like fish and chips or anything similar, I've been having green bean fries essentially with everything. Let's see. What do I need here? I'll take that one over.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Hello, Sonny. Welcome, welcome. Alright, this is a really... What? Oh, gosh, we need a mana accumulator. We need a mana accumulator that's beyond just this weapon. Also, don't die to Death Mark. That's not nice. I'm actually kind of surprised that Kedar doesn't naturally have more troops that have immune to Death Mark.
Mana surge.
I feel like out of any kingdom, it has one of the highest amounts of things that can just kind of randomly do Death Mark.
Mana
Yet the kingdom itself has almost no immune to Death Mark. Please, I just need a red or a yellow. Or stick at one. There we go. Luckily, the damage and not mana drain. What do you even get? Deal damage to an enemy, submerge them, or devour them, or transform them into a daemon and knock them to the back. What a troop. Yeah, that thing even exists. There's not a single context you would ever use this troop unless you got it summoned. He's a legend, so you can't even get him in arena either. Oh, good. He did devour, though. He got the 1 in 3 chance for devour. Out of anything he could have done, that was by far the most useful one. So I guess he does do something if he gets lucky. Though the other two are not that good at all. The transform one basically just gives them more durability. And giving them submerge literally just gives them a positive perk. So when he has a 33% chance to do something good, when there are plenty of things in the game that have far over a 33% devour rate. But he got what he needed to do, so I guess it worked out in the end. Oh, what do I need here? I'll take that one over.
Mana surge.
Yeah, I finally went food shopping today.
Mana surge.
And slowly been trying to eat healthier. As I have been for like years now, though it doesn't seem to work out too well. Though I shouldn't say that. I'm at the lowest weight I have been for a very, very long time. Like around the time of the pandemic, or even a little bit before then. Like during college, I started gaining a bunch of weight because, you know, just college in general will do that. Between stress and just not having as much time to eat. Especially because I was basically working full-time while doing above full-time hours for college. So it was like double full-time basically. But I gained a lot of weight during college. Then the other thing that bumped it up a ton was pandemic. But since the pandemic, I have actually lost 23 pounds. Because I think I peaked around like 235, 240, and now I'm down to like about 212 or so. Still trying to get down to below 200 at some point. Slowly. We're working there. At this rate, I've been going down about a pound a month. So if I just do that for the next 2 years, we'll be good to go. We have 198 and 191. We're still on primary path, so I'll go this way. Oh, you know what they're actually removing from the one of the places where I normally get it? I'm pretty sure it's still being sold. It's just being removed from the one because I'm pretty sure it just didn't get enough sales. That Fit soda I've been drinking recently is my like soda alternative. I'm pretty sure it's still being made and everything. But the main place I've been buying it from, they're actually like, oh gosh, what's it called? Not consolidating. Or maybe it's called consolidating. I'm not sure. When a place basically stocks an item and then doesn't stock the item and then sells it and then gets rid of it and no longer sells the item, whatever that is called. It probably has a proper name in business. But they're doing that to it. So I actually got it for super, super cheap, but they're literally selling out every last one they have and replacing it with whatever shelf item they're going to put there instead. But they're no longer going to be selling it. It's still going to be sold. Yeah, I guess it's technically called clearance. that the right term for it? I guess so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still being sold. It's just I'm not sure of any place that sells it near me now. Because that was like the one and only place I was aware that had it. Now they're getting rid of it. What soda? It was called Fit Soda. It's basically just another one of the carbonated drinks in like the billions that are out there. All of them that I've tried so far, it's definitely been the best one, both in taste and in not giving me a headache from drinking it. Because that's the issue I have with a lot of like fizzy sodas, or not even fizzy sodas, but like a lot of like alternative sodas. Because I feel like if I drank it over a long period of time, it like messes with me in some way. I'm not sure what ingredient it is or what. But I haven't had that from this yet. Let's see. Keyboard on the yet. Maybe it will cause it after a while. No, I didn't buy that many. I only bought like 6 cases. Let's see. Take that one over. They were selling them for pretty cheap too. Like it came out to almost like 50 cents a can because they were just trying to get rid of them all. I would take that one over. So what did we? Oh, I was gonna say, what did we get enchant from? We got it from our weapon. It gives a random status effect to all monsters, and apparently I gave him enchant during that. Well, that's guaranteed dead end. That one could be something though, but we're still on higher level path. So which one is higher? You are. So we'll go this way first. So it looks like we'll be able to reach the door, and then we'll finish out Underspire tomorrow then. Ooh, I wonder if I should buy extra. I don't think we're going to need it. But there is a small chance if we get maximum bad luck tomorrow, we won't have enough torches to finish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure just Googling it will find a billion places. Normally when I go food shopping, I just check what they have. I normally don't like pre-search like every single item a grocery store has. But if I really wanted to find it, I'm pretty sure there's still like 1,000 places near me that sell it. But I'm generally the kind of person who shops, like if I'm food shopping, I won't do that for other things. Like if I'm going to get something more specific, I will check ahead of time, like does this store sell it? But if I'm just food shopping, it's one of like the few items I feel like I never pre-check. Like I never look up a grocery store's list of in-stock items to check what they were selling. I don't think I've ever done that a single time. I do it for a lot of other things. But never for food, oddly enough. I just go in there and see what they have.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Please devour. Yes, we got it. Oh, that's huge. Unfortunately, I forgot to go take the thing, but that's fine. We actually got the devour. It would have been fine without it, but that definitely speeds things up. Especially now that our skulls actually hit hard.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
They should sponsor us.
Mana surge.
I still, to this day, have never taken a sponsor on this channel.
Mana surge.
I've had quite a few offers, though, surprisingly. Though I haven't seen a single one that hasn't looked like a scam in one way or another.
Mana surge.
Also, I haven't gotten like any of the really generic-y ones. So I'm not sure if they like reach out to you or you reach out to them. But I've only really gotten ones that seem like complete scams or just like indie games. Being like, hey, here's the game for free, go play it. Which I surprisingly haven't done too often. I think the last game we even did that for was a game we were already going to play anyways. Was, oh gosh, I forget its name now. It was that one typing Scrabble game that was set up like an RPG. That actually didn't even do that well, surprisingly. It was a pretty solid game. Especially for a one dev team. Let's see. Oh yeah, words can kill, I think it was called. Yeah, there it is. Isabel just typed it.
Mana surge.
Yeah, by far the most common thing that has been trying to get me to sponsored, a couple years ago, I have gotten at least a double-digit number of emails of match 3 crypto games trying to get me to advertise their crypto scam. Pretty sure every single one of them is shut down by now. Oh no, you got silence. He killed himself over reflect. And there we go, we hit the door. Alright, we'll leave that there. Let's go hand out a code. We'll hand out 2 codes tonight. We're gonna be doing a lot of PvP grind tonight. Let me go get this to you guys. Let's see. Raid Shadow Legends! Could you imagine? Honestly, I wouldn't deny doing a sponsorship for them. I have played it before. And it looks even more pay to win than like Hearthstone and stuff. But honestly, it was fun. It was fun, but you could see like every trap within the first like hour of playtime. That just makes it horrible. The worst part about it that really rubbed me the wrong way is mostly energy system. I'm not a fan of like any mobile-esque game that does like the energy system route. It's one thing that Gems of War does pretty well. Obviously, there are some modes that end up utilizing it, like almost every free-to-play game. But like most content in Gems of War does not necessarily run on an energy system. And the things that do, they do it to such a degree, mostly just to limit like the daily, weekly kind of amount, rather than like completely prevent you from playing. Because you can infinite grind almost any resource in Gems of War. But what I hate with games is when there's like resource caps on various resources, like X amount you can get per day. Like, oh, you can like infinitely farm this thing, but you can only get like 100 of it per day. And then tomorrow you get another 100. Oh no, I don't really like that. I just like being able to like just full grind it if we really want to. And also, I hate when there's a money-only currency that can't be earned through any in-game means. They actually did that with Puzzle Quest 3. Infinity Plus 2, that is. With their other game. But they haven't done it to Gems of War yet, and I hope they never do. Because obviously there are things that are money-only in the game, as will pretty much every free-to-play game have. Like, for example, the campaign pass and stuff. You can only do through money. But things like gems, like, you know, they haven't added like a premium currency that is money only. Like, you can farm every gem you ever need in this game without spending a cent ever, which is pretty nice for a free-to-play game. Anyways, what am I doing? Code. I handed out code. Good. Check. Let's go. I guess we'll just do some PvP grind now. I'll go use a little bit of our monoliths. Go get our extra magic. And actually, I think I might actually activate 2. If we're going to do a ton tonight, I might as well. I'm not sure what secondary one I wanted to go get, though. Let me go double check. What's in red? What do we have? Minotaur Maze. Extra attack. Extra magic to start a battle. That's only 6, though. Is that worth it? Is 6 magic worth it? 20% skull dodge. Also, thank you, Tyrion, for the $2 tip. Greatly appreciated. Do I need help with the Blastoise raid? Oh, yeah, I haven't tried doing it yet. I should probably go do that tonight after the stream. I don't know, I guess, if you don't mind just doing it. But you said it was soloable, but I don't really have anything built to solo it, I guess. Gain 1 purple for each... Oh, that's the other good one. Too bad these things don't use purple. Ooh, gain magic to start a battle. Okay, we can do that, I guess. Oh, no, is that worth it compared to cast? I guess so. But where's that one cast one? What restriction would we have to do? Is it really annoying? I'm gonna double check something. There's one that gives you 5 magic every time you cast. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. There it is. What fight do we have to do this? Oh, it's Stormheim. No. It's not worth it. Like, it's doable, but that's just so much more annoying than just running a quick kill team on it. I was gonna take the 6 magic. It makes our first cast do more damage anyways by 1 magic. It only makes multi-casting worse. But it's not going to be that much worse, and it's just so much more convenient to do it that way. So I'm just going to take the solid 6 magic. The fight that we have to do corresponding to it is just way easier. But anyways, let's go take the harder one first. What am I trying to do right now? I'm going for buffs. I need my yellow magic. So we're going to grab 2 buffs today for once. Yellow magic one, and I guess just a static gain at start of battle one. But yeah, sure, Tyrion. I guess I could do it after stream, might as well. Oh, one thing I should probably go check, though. I don't think I have any lore balls left. But I guess I'll just catch them in a steel ball. Because I'm not going to bother farming that. That could take up to, like, half an hour to an hour to get. Are we never doing arena again this weekend? No. Our priority is to do so much PvP that we get a deed book. Because we basically have 2 options in front of us. Do we do arena for 2 event keys? Half of a deed. Not a deed book. Half of a singular deed. As well as, like, 10 diamonds. Or do we go do PvP and get an entire deed book? And we've chose the PvP route. We did do 1 arena run yesterday, though. But, I don't know, arena rewards just have been so awful. Especially with the scaling game that just keeps getting more and more better rewards. Like, every reward for it just is so pitiful. The only one that's even remotely worth it is the first arena run you do, you get 3 gem keys. Everything beyond that is not worth it for how much time you have to put in. So lately, we've literally just been doing 1 arena run every week. Or, you know, every arena week. And unless we feel like doing more. But it's really not worth it. Catch you later, Miss Insane Witch. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Mana surge.
Actually, this isn't even the super tanky fight yet, is it? I think this is the second to last one. This is even the last one. It's gonna be a really bad on some categories. Luckily, this one's not too bad. Like, it could be way worse. Yep, that was the second to last one. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the first 3 are definitely scaled in a way where newer players can take them on. But this final fight is scaled very, very high. Like, obviously with our stats and everything, it's not that bad at all. But, it's actually really difficult with some of the restrictions. We even lost it once the other day. But that was mostly because of team order. More so than anything. Also, yeah, this team is different every single time. Because yesterday... Okay, I think we just got really unlucky then. Because the other day, we had the worst setup I have ever seen for this fight. Like, their team was basically perfectly constructed. Yeah, this is a way easier layout compared to what we had the other day. Still a little bit annoying with that tank up there, but that's fine. Compared to what we had the other day. We don't have Enrage on first slot. Wait, what's your Enrage base by? Oh, it only enrages yourself. I forgot it's not random ally. What's the one that does do random ally then? I was wondering there was a troop like him that does enrage random ally. I forget which one it is off the top of my head. This game's starting to get too many cards. Same as how Pokemon's starting to get too many Pokemon. Which they've been trying to offset that by making like 1 billion alternative versions for every Pokemon. Before you know it, every Pokemon's gonna have like 5 alternative versions. But this game also has that issue where they're just starting to get just too many things. Like, we're almost at 1,500 troops in the game. I think just recently we hit 1,400. 1,500 is definitely happening this year. Hey, there we go. Get an extra yellow magic. Now let's go get our +6 magic at start of battle real quick. Which hopefully we'll get our Valhawks for. Actually, I should probably get the Valhawk first and then go get it. Yeah, how many are we up to now? We are up to, oh no, we haven't hit it yet. Wait, how many troops are we getting on Monday? We might hit it on Monday. Wait, do we get 1 troop or 2 troop on Monday? Because we're about to hit the 1,400 milestone. Well, we already have the mythic, so that doesn't count towards it. So we'd have to get 2 on Monday. Do we get 2 next Monday? No. Actually, we get it next Friday, oddly enough. Next week's Friday is the 1,400th troop being added to the game. I want to do something big for the 1,500th. But yeah, 1,400 as of this Friday. It'll be this panda bear thing for... Oh no, it's a Lazarus lair. Oh gosh. Luckily we don't need to do pure faction, so I guess it's not that big a deal. Wait, does this make pure faction easier there? Because it might. Deal magic plus 2 damage to the first 2 enemies, or gain a bunch of magic. Oh no, or gain a bunch of attack, or destroy 2 random rows. Is that an improvement? The problem is that's inconsistent mana accumulation, but it does mana accumulate. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's an improvement or not. Because your team would be, I guess maybe. Because then you could go double Manticore, him, and then 1 Loraza or something. I just hope that 1 Loraza doesn't die. And then by the final fight, you have 1 Manticore, him, and her. I'm not sure if that actually makes it easier or harder, though. Well, no, it obviously doesn't make it harder, but I think that does make it a little bit better. Yeah, that'll be the 1,400th troop to the game. Oh, wait, what... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, what 4 am I missing? I know exactly what 4 I'm missing. Oh, gosh. We're still missing the Guardian troops. I wonder if anyone in the current state of the game has every troop in the game. Like, this is obviously the main thing bottlenecking anyone super late in the game. There's 6 RNG Guardians, and that is something that is a little bit limited per week, unfortunately. Based on Underspire. But anyways, let's go, and what was I going to go do? Oh yeah, I was going to go get some Valhawks real quick. And then go do our magic buff the second we get a Valhawk. And I'll give us 6 extra magic, which will hopefully help our kill range a little bit better tonight. Then we'll just grind it out throughout the night. We have the other buff for 4 hours, we'll have the other one for 5 hours. Technically this one's 5 hours too, but you know, it's already been sitting some. It feels so weird seeing the big VP number there. So used to getting like really small scraps of VP. And every single time we have a double, it's pretty much always over 100. Unless we do really bad on the fight. With a team like this, doesn't generally happen. There it is, first Valhawk. Okay, let's go get our 6 extra magic. Will this make that big of a difference? No, but it will make some difference. And the best part is we could run it on an easy quick kill location. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, let's go use 5 more. I think it's the first day that we actually used 2 other than the day that we tried it out on. If I go over here, one of these was extra magic. Yes, gain some magic at the start of battle. So yeah, let's go to this one, because we can just run Stellaryx build. Easy as that. And obviously this should be really free. Only side issue is on the final fight, they might hit us a little hard, but that's fine. It should die in like a minute across all 5. That's the final fight is a little bad, but we'll find out. There's only 3 mythics you need left that are still worth crafting. Nice. And you can just slowly get the rest over time. It is a bit annoying finishing all mythics in this game. Like, the last dozen or 2 are the hardest to get, because you pretty much have to diamond them. And while diamonds are infinitely farmable, they are pretty slow to farm. Oh, Submerge. We do have Submerge counter, technically. Just not a particular good one. Alright, there's several more casts. We'll get through. Almost there. Wow. Stellarix? Wow, Stellarix is broken. Stellarix farms so much mana that I'm literally using it to mana accumulate despite it having a 32 mana cost. That is insane. We're full blocking on every mana and I'm still trying to use it to mana accumulate because it gets that much excess mana. There we go, we should have 2 now. So for the next almost 5 hours, we have 20 extra magic and then 6 extra magic for 26 total. Nice. Oh, you know what time it is now? Wait, let me finish. Double check. Have we finished every other daily? Let's go through the daily check. Adventure board. Oh, I didn't take this yet. Let me go grab that real quick, I guess. There's an arena event where... I know, right? They really should do something about it. Hopefully around the time when they do the treasure hunt rework, they'll also do a small arena revamp. Even if they don't change the mode at all, like during the week, they gotta at least change the weekend event. It literally is just a non-existent event weekend for Gems of War, which I guess isn't a bad thing. It's just a week to chill and not need to worry about any weekly event or weekend event. But it's kind of sad that it's like that bad. And it's not like it was made that bad by time. Even when it was originally released with the rework that they did, it was still horrible in the current state of the game at the time. Like, at least Treasure Hunt, that is like horrifically bad to do now, was the last time it got revamped. It actually was worth doing. Whereas Arena got revamped and it wasn't worth doing at all. Even got a weekend event, and that weekend event isn't worth doing at all. But the last time Treasure Hunt got reworked back in like 2016, 2017 or something, it was actually worth doing for quite a while. But eventually fell off just from the game economy just shifting away. What's up, hello, Gustavo? Welcome, welcome. All right, that should be every daily. Let's go and do a ton of PvP, I guess. We have 5 hours of boost. Are we going to be streaming the whole time? No. But I do want to get some amount of points. I don't know. What's our milestone that we're hitting for? I want to almost say 40,000. We'll be here a little bit. Definitely a bare minimum 30,000. Yeah, let's go take 5th place. How about that? I feel like that's good. We'll take 5th place now. Off stream, try to push like right over there. And then tomorrow, whatever we still have to do, we'll do the rest then. I think that'll work. So 5th place for the stream. Off stream over the next like 4 hours before I go to bed, I'll grind out here. And then tomorrow, if we fall down because they do a little bit, we'll then finish whatever we have to do tomorrow night then. That'll work. Sounds like a game plan. But yeah, we'll go take 5th place. Which is another... How many is that? 10,000? Whatever that was. Get hit like 33,000. Oh, so we should have pretty consistent double shot now that we have 26 extra magic. This also allows us to do a lower range with a higher consistency of one-shotting, like a battle like this. Well, we probably already would have one-shotted this. It's even easier to one-shot it now. Also, one thing I didn't even notice this week. All 3 sections are doable with this team. I didn't even notice that until yesterday. Because I was like, oh, one of them we can't run it for. But no, all 3 of them... Because we literally have blue, yellow, red. Which, of course, is, you know, this team. Blue, yellow, red. So it doesn't matter where we go, we get bonus. I really hope on some of the future weeks with the magic bonuses, we do get a double dip. Because we know it can happen on yellow, we know it can happen on purple, but we didn't see any other ones this week. Assumably, it can happen for every color. So we're eventually going to get a week that's like yellow, red, blue, or something. And be able to run like 40 or 80 additional magic on this thing. Which will be so broken. Because right now we're only running 26, but there are weeks where we can run 40 or even 60, just with 2 or 3 buffs. And that's a lot of damage for Stellaryx, because basically it has, what, 3 times its damage in magic? 180 damage per unit. 720 total extra damage. That's a lot of value. So I'll hand out the other code in a little bit. Yeah, all 3 colors this week are all the Takashaka colors. Actually, wasn't he available still earlier this week too? I wonder if they did that deliberately. I'm pretty sure it was just pure coincidence. Because he was still available to go get earlier this week. Obviously not right now. Well, he is technically in drop table, but the chance of getting him... He's not the exclusive mythic in drop table right now. Though he is technically in drop table, but so is every other mythic. You know, every other applicable mythic. Not the Soulforge only ones. Yeah, in the future, in order to be able to get 3 Stellaryx, I mean 3 Takashaka, you basically have to diamond it. Because unless you have like 9,000 plus event keys just laying around, you basically have to go get 8,000 diamonds, 12,000 diamonds, which will block you from a few other mythics. It's definitely not something you would rush. Like, I don't feel like it's good enough that you would rush this down. Like, you would definitely go triple Ironhawk before you would ever go triple Takashaka. But it is something you would consider relatively early on if you want to go down that route. Like, by the time you have the best, like, 5 mythics in the game, best 10 mythics in the game, you would definitely start to get to the point where you consider, do you start crafting this? The problem is, you need some good troops to go with it. Like, it can function on its own, but you really need a Diamantina, you really need a Stellaryx, you know, something like that. Ideally Stellaryx, of course, is the strongest thing in the game by far right now. But, you need a really good synergy troop for it. Ideally one that covers 6 colors, which means there's only really 2, Diamantina and Stellaryx. And obviously if you're going for 1 at this point, definitely go for Stellaryx. It's just so much above what Diamantina is now, ever since they buffed it. You just got your first Cosmic Dragon. Nice. Is one type more worth it than the others? They can be, depending on team comp. They're all usable, though. But yeah, I would definitely go all in on trying to finish the Cosmic Dragons, as far as Dragonite is concerned. You did 3 Ironhawks last time. It was in the Forge. And you just did Guard's Avatar. Nice. Oh yeah, I use it a ton. I'm not sure if a lot of other people do too, but it is my personal favorite way to run Tuesday faction events if there isn't a better alternative. Because it's basically Rowain, but it scales a bit better over time. As armor keeps going higher and higher, he actually gains more of a benefit than Rowain does. Which is why his stats keep getting higher. He becomes more relevant. There are a couple troops that are like that. Sunbird for some amount of time was actually better than Rowain due to the amount of HP and armor in the game. But eventually Rowain caught up. And now the same thing's kind of happening between Rowain and Guard's Avatar. Where for a while, Rowain was technically more effective in most situations. And still is, obviously depending on restriction and everything. But there's a lot of restrictions in Underspire where Guard gives the same value or better depending on your stats. And of course there are other alternatives to running Guard. Like, you don't have to have Guard. There are, you know, other things that can hit all enemies pretty effectively under every color. But so you don't really necessarily need Guard. But he benefits a lot from having that 50% mana start troop to go with him. But of course, you technically don't even need guard if you just go straight for like Stellarex builds and stuff. I try not to show builds with that a lot, though I have been occasionally here and there. But like Stellarex does everything now. Like there's not a single thing it does not cover. Which I shouldn't say that. Obviously, there's some restrictions it still doesn't get used in. But anywhere where it is applicable, which is a lot of areas, which is pretty unmatched at the moment. I'm still curious what they're going to do about that balance-wise in the future. Or if this just is the new meta. Because this is one of the biggest power spikes we've had in quite a while this last week. Between Stellarex buff the other month and now this thing assisting with it. To make something already broken even more so. The last time we've had this big of a power creep was honestly Triple Ironhawk. Where it made how quickly you could farm Vault Events a lot quicker. At the time, it was about a 50% increase. They have done some things to make it less so. For example, those gnomes that can survive the Dust Devil. Now it's almost more like a 30% increase compared to 50% before. But it's still way better to run Dust Devil, obviously, for stuff like that, rather than like Rowan Quick Kill or something else. But it's less of a benefit now compared to when it first came out. And I wonder if they're going to do something like that with Stellarex. Where initially it's just strong, but they do some kind of update that technically isn't directly nerfing Stellarex, but ultimately does. Because they did that for the last really broken thing, which was Triple Ironhawk. I'm not sure how you could really tone this down, though. Unless you put, like, Submerge on everything. Which technically Underworld already does. There's a perk thing that makes it so Submerge is actually the most common in Underworld of all locations, oddly enough. Just because there's a perk where they just constantly keep getting every time they cast. But even Submerge, while it does slow this down, this team very much, like very substantially, it doesn't stop it. Like obviously you could just cast attack Shakas. It just makes Stellarex itself not really do much. Boy, I kind of want to go get that level. Oh, you know what? I could be using an EXP booster right now. I think I will. It's honestly so quick, I might as well. Let me go get it. You can use it at any point this next 5 hours. Might as well use it now. Alright, let's go focus for 15 minutes. Go see how much EXP we can go get here. Try to push that level. And try to push our PvP points up. Honestly, if it goes quick enough, which I think it will, I think we'll just hand out the code when we get the level. Or slightly before the level. Actually, you know what? We'll hand out code after this EXP booster. How about that? So in like 14 minutes from now. And then we won't end the stream until we get that level. And however many PvP points we have by then should be good to go. Because our main goal was just to get 5th place, and I think that is enough to get 5th. And then off stream tonight, we'll go push to 3rd, or even 2nd, because they're basically right on top of each other with my leaderboard right now. And then tomorrow night, we just do whatever we need to do, maintain leaderboard. Because we gotta go for that deed book. A couple hours to get a full deed book is actually really cheap. I really need to make sure we always get it every single week. There's been a couple weeks I haven't bothered doing it. But we gotta make sure, especially with this new system, that we just make sure to get it every time. It's too much loot to just leave there. Not to mention those gold marks might have other uses in the future. Currently, it's dumped them all into deed books, but maybe it'll be something else later down the line. It'll be pretty hard to try to beat the value of a single deed book for 100 gold marks. Like, they'd have to offer something really solid to outpace the value of a full deed book. The only big downside of deed book offers is a random one, so you don't get to choose your color. But even with that factor, it's not that big a deal. You'll need them eventually for every kingdom anyways. You just won't be able to prioritize the better ones like purple. Actually, it's kind of funny. When we opened, I only opened 3 of them so far. I got green, green, and green. And that was after we already had Zolkari max, so it didn't even help us get the 1 magic for Zolkari. Or technically 2 magic. Yeah, we got green, green, green back to back to back. It's very unlucky. I'm gonna go for that. Can you explain the monoliths again? You can activate any monoliths and it'll work across all PvP. Yes, that's basically the gist. One thing I didn't mention in the video because I didn't know it at the time, they do cap at 10. So you do basically have to use your monoliths every day, every other day, essentially. As they do have a 10 cap. You can earn 6 per day for free. And you can buy some with gold marks as well. Though buying them with gold marks isn't really that worth it. It's basically they cost 1D per monolith stone. So it's generally not worth spending gold marks on it. And by 1D per monolith stone, I mean compared to getting a deep book. So the big issue with gold marks in general right now is almost every offer related to gold marks just seems horrifically bad when you compare it to the value of a deed book. But yeah, you can get 6 monoliths per day by killing 3 Val Ravens. And they cap out at 10. And they just give you some buffs for across PvP. The strongest one so far, there's 2 categories that are the strongest. If you're running Skull Spam, anything that gives you Skull Multiplier is good. The other one that's really good is Magic Gain based on your team being same color. Because you get up to 5 magic per thing of same color. So if you're using a pure color team, that's 20 extra. Of which 3 restrictions each week are automatically pure color restriction anyways. And even if you're not running that, there's 2 other ones that are pretty good. Like 5 magic every time you cast, as well as 6 magic at start of battle. Why'd I do that? We had extra turn right there. I'm really bad at noticing extra turn off of wild card. They did that a lot in Puzzle Quest 1. The original Puzzle Quest game that they had from ages back. Because that game had a lot more wild cards than what Gems of War ends up utilizing. But they only had 4 colors on the board. But I'm not sure how, but despite there being less options, I feel like I missed it way more often. Any wild card alignment. This is something that this team is missing, isn't it? It doesn't have stun. We don't have any way to stun away 100% revive, or any amount of revive. I keep getting stun locked with our options there. Sometimes they're just so bad that I have to take like an extra look at them. Like, is there not a better option there? Ooh, very nice solid kill though. Getting really close to that level. Okay, we'll hand out the next redeem code either when we level up or when the 15-minute timer is out. Whichever one happens first. So they both should happen around the same time, oddly enough. might just wait out the whole timer if it's that close. So we don't waste those precious minutes of extra XP. That doesn't matter that much. If it was something like a Palooza or something, we definitely wouldn't want to waste it, but something like an XP boost barely matters at all. I can still use them because why not? But, you know, their benefit's not that great. If anything, it's almost a hindrance because it actually makes PvP scoring harder with how it's currently scaled. I still want to hit the 2,000 milestone sometime eventually. Yeah, that's basically max level for all intents and purposes. It does keep going up, but it is basically max due to how level scaling works and everything. And just to how few people actually have 3,000 plus. Because that's when you get the next stat after 2,000 is 3,000. It goes from being every 100 levels to being every 1,000 levels. Because it was never really scaled with the intention of anyone, like, trying to get max level. I don't think anyone currently is, though. Someone probably out there trying to. I don't think anyone in the history of the game will ever hit level 10,000, which is current max level. It is basically impossible. Like, the servers are almost guaranteed going to be down by the time it is physically possible, at least in the current state of game, to hit that level. There might be even more XP boosts or something in the future that could change that. But in the current state of game, I think it is physically impossible for anyone to ever hit 10,000. I don't even think anyone hit 4,000 yet. Which is even halfway to 10,000. Like something like 6,000, 7,000 is closer to halfway. Oh, why did I pick the spell reduction battle? One of these probably has... Oh, never mind. It's just the gargoyle. I was thinking it would be the whole fight. Obviously, this isn't the faction team, but still. That's fine, though. He still gets double shot. I'm not even sure why I take the weaker one sometimes. Because pretty much everything's equally getting double shot, unless there's like a super spell reduction troop on the highest one. I guess I keep doing it and hoping that we one-shot them. But even with all this extra magic, there's a surprisingly high amount of battles that still two-shot down. Even on the one trophy fight, that should be easier. If anyone's still any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know, and that would be a great time to ask. Oh, we'll take that one over. But we're definitely not trying to hit level 2,000 by the end of this year. The only reason I would is if whatever they do for a Guild War rework, or whatever they're doing with Guild War at this point, I have no clue. We haven't had Guild Wars in like 3 months. If they do something like that, and the XP bonus is even better than what previous Guild War had, maybe we would consider it. But at current rate, we're hitting it by like this time next year. Unless we really go out of our way to power grind it. That is very, very doable to hit 2,000 this year if we actually try. We'd basically have to put a... The main reason I don't necessarily want to go for is we basically have to dedicate like 3 hours a day every day for the rest of this year into... Oh, I could take it 5 times there. Into doing nothing but like run Dust Devil team on Explore 1. And while there might be some days I'll feel like doing that, there's no way I'm doing it every day. And there's no way we're going to do days where we do it like 6 hours in a row or 8 hours in a row. That's definitely not going to happen. Unless it's a Vault weekend. Do I think Stellarex will always be this way? No. As much as people wouldn't want it to happen, there's no way Stellarex isn't getting nerfed. In some way. Directly or indirectly. There's no way it's going to be like this forever. It'd be one of the biggest power creeps they've ever done in the history of the game if they do. Anything that's ever gone power crept this much has always been brought down a little. Directly or indirectly. The easiest way to counter Stellarex is obviously more Submerge. So that would make a lot of other things more annoying. Submerge on its own isn't really that good of an effect, but it does hard counter some things. One of those things being Stellarex. Because the team we're using right now gets a lot slower if we have to keep casting the Takshakas. Like, we'd still win in a pretty decent time. But the absurd speed that we're getting would be toned down by a lot if we couldn't do any damage with Stellarex. Because this team has no anti-submerge. Of course, we could add one just by replacing one Takashaka, which would completely counter submerge, as if it's not even there. So even though a means to try to counter it indirectly could still fail. And they could try nerfing it directly. I'm not sure what damage they would reduce it to if they did. I feel like 2.5 times its magic. Even then, it would still be used a lot. Like, the funny thing about Stellarex is it's so strong that even if they do nerf it, it's going to be used just as much as it is now. We'll just do a little bit less damage. Ah, there's a level. Like, them nerfing it to 2.5 times instead of the current 3 is not going to stop people from using Stellarex like this. It will just make it less egregiously broken. Oh no, it missed. The main weakness of Stellarex, missing ones. Best part is this thing has double tap on whatever's left. So if we do get a big spell reduction, we can just hit it twice. So if it's something that's supposed to be really spell bulky, like Tina 9000 still dies like nothing. Yeah, that's the two main things this team's really missing. Stun and Dispel. But it can be fixed with a single hero, so it's not that big a deal. All I have to do is just add hero with Wand behind Stellarex. Or even in front of it if you want to tank for it. But it does slow down the team slightly if you put it in front. How much more time do we have on this boost? Or is it over already? Oh, we still have 28 seconds. Oh gosh, I was gonna say, it should be almost over, but... Alright, we have enough to squeeze in one more fight for the boost. Then we'll go hand out code, and then we'll keep going a little bit longer. Bare minimum this stream, I want to hit top 5. And there we go, we got our one fight in. Alright, now the booster should be done. Or at least done enough that I can't possibly do a battle in 30 seconds. Okay, we still have 4.5 hours of buff if we want to go use them right now. We almost hit our goal. So let's go hand out code and go finish our goal then. Our goal was to hit top 5. And then finish top 3 tonight. Just off stream. But here you guys go. There's the redeem code, the final one for tonight. Enjoy. Use on jumpsword.com for the game code section. Invite codes right over there. It gives same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Alright, where are we right now? We're not ending the stream until we get top 5. We're pretty much there. Gotta do like 5 fights. Perfect. And then over the course of the next 4 hours off stream, I'll try to double our points. Which might sound like a lot, but at our current rate of points, it should only take like 2 hours. So let's poke a bunch of battles, get close, if not all the way there. And then tomorrow we do whatever final push we need to go get, to go finish it off. Because obviously they might grind more. Also, we will be doing a midday stream tomorrow, by the way. What time we're starting, I don't know. And it's going to be even more obfuscated by the fact that time's going forward by an hour. So even if I say a time, it might be different than the time you perceive it to be. But I'm probably aiming it for about noon. Maybe a little bit earlier. I'm probably going to be up a little bit tonight. Not just grinding PvP, but, you know, just other things. I still want to grab another bite to eat. I also want to make sure we do at least 2 hours of PvP grind if we can. So that tomorrow it shouldn't take that long at all to go finish whatever we need to go do. I just hope tomorrow night we end up getting 1 to 3 good sections. Like, I'm really hoping we get one the Inner Circle. Like, we could do Outer Circle, but as compared to doing this team, it's not going to be worth it. And just so much less VP per hour to do anything that isn't the 50 or double boost. Because they only have 50% more stats for double the points. So you should pretty much always be, if they're in Inner Circle, just farming up all your VP then. Because I want to have, just in case we get unlucky tomorrow, I want to basically be done with the VP grind tonight. Just so that going, oh nice, we got first 3. Wow, that's the one we actually need. Don't you dare run away. That's just in case if we get it like an Outer Circle one that we don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Yeah, nice, a verse 3. Not sure how many I'm up to at this point, but this is the one I need. We're gonna be loaded for next Vault event, which I think is in like a few weeks from now. I think it's the weekend before Easter, if I'm not mistaken. You actually have the official date. Let me go check. Well, not official, but the unofficial official date, which is... Oh, so that reminds me. Wait. Has the Gems of War team posted the event calendar yet? I didn't even think about that. I got distracted by the patch that I don't think they posted a calendar for this month yet, have they? Or are they just done doing that now? Did they just do it for a little bit and then just gave up? Because I'm not seeing a calendar for March. I mean for, yeah, March. I was right the first time. They haven't posted one yet, right? Oh, no, they did. Never mind. Hold up. Wait, I didn't even notice this. When did they post this? Hold up. They actually did, and I never noticed it. Oh, wait, I forgot. I can't zoom here. Ah, I hate that so much. Why can't I zoom here? I'm not going to go grab it from the other thing, but never mind. They actually have. Yeah, Vault event supposedly, yeah, the weekend before Easter. Same date I just said. I'll catch you later, Sonny. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this should be the same one that Terran's World says. Let me just double check. But yeah, Vault event is the weekend before Easter weekend. Seems good to me. How long do talismans last? 5 hours. Well, 1 hour per thing that you activate. But if you fully max out a talisman thing, which I do advise doing if you have the stats to do so, you end up getting the full amount of the benefit of the boost, as well as it lasting for 5 hours, minus whatever time you took to actually get the full boost. Because the time starts ticking down the second you finish the first talisman of the 5. So it's at bare minimum like a 4.5 hour boost. So I still have this boost even after stream ends for like another 3.5 hours. And I want to grind at least 2 of those hours. I'm not going to stream it though. But we shall be doing it. I'll take that one over. We'll grab, what do we need here? We'll get, I'll take some yellow, why not? Get full mana final time after. Yeah, 5 hours is a very long time. I do not advise trying to use the whole thing. I have yet to fully use a single one of them yet. And I would advise not trying to either. It's not worth trying to use it all. But you can basically activate it any day that you feel like you're going to do PvP. And then just use it for like half an hour, 15 minutes, however long. Because it's way too much time if you try doing the whole thing. If you count the time of getting the 5 Valhawks every single day, combined with using the 5 hour booster, over the course of a week, we're talking like 40 hours. You basically have to do PvP as a full-time job. Which I'm pretty sure most people are not doing. But I highly advise not trying to use them all. I think on average I've been using them for like half an hour to an hour per day. Though today we'll be using like 3 to 4 of their hours. That's quite a bit of an outlier just because I'm trying to make the final push for leaderboard. I would love if you didn't... Wait, I'm just in a normal fight, right? I could just run. Because the amount of time it's going to take me to go win that is just not worth it. It's not really much of a downside in running from these. That's just a gnome in the battle. Or something similar. It's way quicker in a situation like that to just run. Even though we could easily kill them with the 3 Takashakas. Anyways, guys, I think this might be our final fight for now. Tomorrow we'll be doing a midday stream, probably for Old School RuneScape. Haven't done that game in like 2 months now. Still been playing it on the side, I just haven't been showing much for it. We'll do a little variety of everything it has. They're doing a huge update in like 10 days, so figured it might as well. Aside from that, obviously we'll have our normal stream tomorrow night, same time as always. Actually, slightly different time than always. It's an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. However, if your area does not partake in daylight saving time, it should be 1 hour later? Wait, is it 1 hour earlier or 1 hour later? Because we're moving forward an hour. No, wouldn't it be 1 hour earlier then? Because if I'm moving forward an hour and everyone else is standing still, then that means we're actually streaming an hour earlier than we normally do if you're not moving time zones. Because I would be forward an hour, and if you're not moving, you would be where you are now, which would make it 1 hour earlier, technically. So if you're not shifting times, we're probably starting 1 hour earlier tomorrow night. So like 7 p.m. then, instead of 8 that we normally do. Actually, never mind, whatever your time zone is then. Because I can't do it like that, because otherwise, you know what I mean. 1 hour earlier than whatever we normally stream at is what time we should be starting tomorrow night, as well as the rest of this year. If you do not partake in daylight savings time in your area. Otherwise, it's unchanged. But anyways, guys, I will catch all you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.